Hello everyone, welcome to my Pokemon Fire Red walkthrough. I am of course PokeWalkthroughHD, and I decided to do Fire Red version because this is probably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game in the Pokemon series, in the main series. So I decided this would be a really fun game to LP. So this is Professor Oak, Professor of the Kanto region. He shows up pretty much almost every game. Some point or another. So in this game, he's just gonna introduce us to the world of Pokemon. Actually, fun fact, I was originally going to do Pokemon Red version, but then I thought, you know what, they're the same game, so I might as well just do Fire Red just for the updated graphics and mechanics and such that more people today will be familiar with, because let's face it, I'm sure a lot of people are not familiar with all the mechanics of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, Green, whatever. So I think Fire Red would be the better option. So Professor Oak wants to know a little bit about ourselves, and he wants to know our gender, and we are a boy. What an insulting question. How can you, like, not see us? Anyways, Professor Oak's insane. So we're just gonna name ourselves here. I'm gonna go with PWHD. Yep, that's her name. And here he is going to have a blonde moment and forget what his grandson's name is, so we have to remind him. And in my opinion, of course, I'm just gonna go with Gary because that is what I've always known him as. I grew up with the anime before the games. I only got I got into the games around the age of 7, but I never literally got good at them and got past gym badges and whatnot until I was like probably 11, maybe 12, around the time when I started watching Leroy. So that's when I actually started to get good at them. But I grew up with the anime, so I know him as Gary and not as Blue, or naming him another random name. I always just go with Gary. Or another word, which I should probably really not use in the walkthrough, because I'm going to try to avoid swearing. This is an all-ages show, and there's a potion in your PC, so you should probably take that. Just for an upcoming battle that you're going to have in the next several minutes. Spoilers, no, but I'm sure everyone knows everything about this game, so I'm not really going to leave out spoilers. So we can head out of our house. This is Pallet Town, our hometown of the game. That's Gary's house. That place down there is the Pokemon Lab. Before we do anything, we're going to try and head out and have Professor Oak stop us. He stops us and says, oh, hey, wait, don't go out. There's wild Pokemon in the grass, and you could get, attacked or something. So we're like, oh, God, we can't do that. So he's going to take us back to his lab, and he's going to, I guess, tell us something. So yeah, once again, spoiler alert, we're just gonna get our Pokemon, clearly. Grams, I'm fed up with waiting. And he's like, Gary, let me think. Oh yeah, that's right, I told you to come here, just wait. Here, PWHD, there are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! Pokemon helps at the Pokeballs when he was young. He was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now in his old age, he only had 3 Pokemon left, which I never really understood. Even as a child, I was like, if he was a serious Pokemon trainer, why is it that he has 3 level 5 Pokemon? What kind of serious trainer has 3 level 5 Pokemon that you can not even find on the routes? Furthermore, anyways, back to the actual task at hand. This is Bulbasaur, Grass Poison type, has really good special defense and special attack. All of the stats are pretty average, to be honest. Squirtle's a middle of the road choice, pretty basic. It's pure water type, has really good defense and special defense, and pretty good stats all around. Here is, in my opinion, the most difficult choice. This is Charmander. He's going to turn into a fire flying type and he's fully evolved. He will have really good special attack and speed. Defense is sort of lacking, and its attack is alright, but I wouldn't really rely on it for anything in the game. It's mainly a special attacking, more so of a glass cannon. Not as much as a glass cannon as other Pokemon. Yeah, can't talk today. They're all good choices. I mean, obviously, some are going to be easier at some parts. Like Bulbasaur's really good in the beginnings of the game. Charmander's really good around the end of the game. Squirtle is going to be alright for you throughout the entire game. So, for this walkthrough, I think I'm actually going to go with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is the Pokemon I always loved using. I mean, obviously, as a kid, I just went with Charmander because that's what everyone else did. But, honestly, in my opinion, I'm not going to say Bulbasaur is the best. In my honest opinion, I think Squirtle is the best choice here. Bulbasaur and Charmander are just okay, and then I think Squirtle's a bit better, but I thought I would just use Charmander, or not Charmander, Bulbasaur. I don't know, just for some variety. I'm gonna call you Bubba, because it's kind of like an inside joke between my friend and I. He likes to call Bulbasaur Bubba, or Bulbasaur if you will, but I'm just gonna go with Bubba. Gary will obviously take the one that you're weak, whichever you named your rival. He's obviously going to take the one that you're weak against us. If that picked a grass type, he's going to pick a fire type. If you picked a fire type, he's going to pick a water type. And if you picked a water type, he'll pick a grass type, so it's that simple. Same format in all the games. I mean, this isn't like new stuff that you guys don't know about. And as you try and head out, he will want to battle us. So we're going to take him on. Wants to test out our Pokemon, see which one's stronger, even though mine is obviously stronger. I'm the protagonist, that's just the way things work. He's going to send out his Charmander, same level 5, of course. He says his grass is very pushy, and he acts like he knows how to battle and we don't. Why does Gary know how to battle and we don't? Anywho, he's going to tell us how to battle, because we don't know. I'd recommend choosing Tackle for the duration of the battle. I mean, it's your best bet. Could just use Growl or Tail Whip or whatever you got. I guess they'll help, but in the long run there's really not much point. I'd recommend just sticking with your attacking move. The reason I said to pick up that potion earlier is because if he gets a critical hit, which can happen, he will hit you for a lot of damage, and that is not good. So just in the fear that he does get a critical hit here, I'm gonna go ahead and use my potion. And Oak's just talking about stuff I don't really care about. Now that you're Pokemon P, fine, whatever. And actually, real quick, I just want to check out the nature of my Bulbasaur. Naughty nature, alright, I don't really know what that does exactly. I'll check up on it later. So we're gonna just tackle away and eventually take it out. Oh wow, we just used it anyways. 69 experience points for the win. Up to level 6, you will level up after the battle if you do win. If you lose, you don't restart, you just don't get up the level, so obviously it's preferred to do. It's not a big deal if you don't go. You get prize money when you win, only battling trainers, not wild Pokemon, but you know, we'll get into wild Pokemon a bit later. And he's gonna smell you later, and he's just gonna take off on his own, and so are we. It's back in Pallet Town again, but we're actually not gonna stick around. We're gonna head right out into Route 1, and head north to Viridian City, so Route 1, you can find Pidgey and Rattata. Not that you can really catch them at this point, but I thought I'd just lift them up anyways. I'll go over whether you should catch them or not later. You can find ratings in the description, so check those out if, you know, you think I'm a liar and you don't really want to trust me. So I'll have ratings in the description of 1 to 10, so if you can use the Pokemon or not. Either way, I just want to mention, don't base that on if you're going to catch it or not. I mean, it's just my opinion. You know, maybe I think a Pokemon's bad, but it might be kind of good. It's just everyone uses Pokemon differently, so yeah. And the reason I'm not cutting out this wild battle is just because the first one, I just want to show you how they work. You know, you run into a Pokemon, you kill it, you don't get any prize money, but you do get experience. You would have got more experience in the trainer battle. So we'd only get 24, like if we were battling like a level 3 at Rattata in a trainer battle, we probably would have got a bit more than that. Or and we also would have got prize money, of course. But from now on, I will be cutting out all wild battles. I don't know why I'm heading to the Pokemon Center. I will be cutting out all wild battles, and except for battles such as legendaries, Pokemon I want to catch for my team, etc. So unless the occasion calls for it, I will be cutting out all wild battles. So just let you guys know from now. And as you head into Pokemon Art, which is the first thing you should do in Viridian City, unless you want to heal, of course. You will get called up by the, I guess, Pokemon guy, whatever you want to call him, and he will give you a parcel to bring back to Professor Oak. So now we have to head all the way back to Pallet Town and give that to Professor Oak. So let's keep heading back. You can just take these ledges for the short way. I mean, you know, wild battles are kind of tedious in my opinion. They're such a waste of time, especially in walkthroughs and Let's Plays. Oh, sweet, a wild Pokemon. Alright, so back in Pallet Town again, and now we are going to head back into the lab and give Professor Oak his parcel. How the Pokemon seems to be growing, and he must be making talents as a trainer. I just started about 5 minutes ago. We delivered the Pokeball, which was what was the parcel. so he almost forgot what you call him for. And he has a request for the two of us. Automatically records data. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. No, it really isn't. Obviously, I'm sure you guys all know what the Pokedex is all about. Generally a worthless item. You're probably never gonna literally use it, but you know, you have it. So, actually one good feature in this game. You can look at the Pokedex if you've seen a Pokemon, not caught it, but seen it. You can see where to catch it. So if you're interested in catching a Pokemon for your team that you've seen in battle and you thought it was a good Pokemon, check out the Pokedex and we'll tell you exactly where to find it, unless it's version exclusive, in which case you are absolutely screwed. He wants us to fulfill his dream, to fill the Pokedex with all the Pokemon in the world, which you can't really do because we're on an emulator, so we can't really get version exclusives and stuff. Anyways, I think it's going to wrap it up for this episode. I would like to thank you all for watching, and definitely stay tuned for part 2, coming up very soon. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.